Good evening, Good Springs. You know what? I'm old. My brain leaks. I forgot. Got wrapped up in what I was doing this afternoon, and I simply forgot my Wednesday devotion. We just came home from church, and I sat down and I told Beverly, I said, Holy Toledo, you know what? I just forgot. So I thought I had better get on here and share a little bit of something to encourage you or to challenge you. Maybe you might find this more challenging than encouraging, because I was reading in 1 Peter chapter 2, where verse 11, Peter says, "Beloved." It's important that we note that. Sometimes these words, we see them and we just kind of skip over them. Beloved. This is Peter's heart for the people he's writing to, who are living as exiles. They've had to run away from the persecution, and so they're living kind of as strangers in a strange land, and life isn't real easy, but they're trying to stay faithful to Christ. And so he speaks to them in terms of beloved. We need always remember, this is how God thinks of us. I shared with the church Sunday morning that the other one that is called beloved in the New Testament is Jesus, and he's called beloved by his Father. This is my beloved Son, in whom I'm well pleased. God loves us. Boy, it was hard for me to say Sunday morning. It's hard for me to say now. God loves us the way God loves his only begotten Son. Yeah, let that truth soak in, okay? Beloved, he says, I urge you as sojourners and exiles to abstain from the passions of the flesh. Well, we can talk about the passions of the flesh. You know, you can get on a soapbox and rail against that, and as people are kind of want to say, that'll preach. But I wanted to put the emphasis on sojourners and exiles, and ask the question, because we're sojourners and exiles, that means that we're not settlers. We're not homesteaders in this world. That being the case, since we know that we are travelers, sojourners, travelers, the easiest way to travel is to travel a lot. You don't take everything with you. Now, I know I've seen some people go on vacation. I've seen some people go on an overnight trip and they take half of what they own in 48 suitcases. And I'm going, you're just spending the night, turn around, come right back. Well, yes, but I need to make sure I have everything that I might need. The best way to travel is travel light. I packed my clothes in a matchbox kind of thing. As we travel through this life in this world, we accept our identity as such. We're travelers. And so we travel a lot. We're not in the business of accumulating all of this stuff to drag along with us that holds us back. That's part of what the writer to the Hebrews, when he said, that he said, let go of these things. All those things that entangle us, all of those things that encumber us, get rid of it. Let it go. You don't need it. We are sojourners, travelers, not settlers. And then the second thing is we're exiles. That means we don't belong here, folks. We don't fit in. There are Christians who need to hear that, I think. There are churches need to hear that. We're not here to fit in. I wish to goodness the church would forget that word relevant, because we're not here to be relevant. We're here as exiles, as strangers. We're traveling through this life and through this world as itinerant evangelists, as those who have a charge to fulfill. So stop trying to be relevant. Stop trying to fit in. We don't have to. As a matter of fact, the more we try to fit in, the less relevance we have to this culture. Because really the only relevance we have is the cross of Christ. We can't have anything in common with anything else. So I encourage you, I challenge you, accept your identity as a sojourner. Stop trying to settle in and understand that you don't fit into this world. There are values and standards. There are beliefs and practices. There are all of those things that have no place in our lives. So let's lay it aside. Let's travel light. Let's get busy doing what we're called to do, and that's follow Jesus. That solves all the problems, because he said, follow me and I'll make you become fishers of men. He'll take care of all the details. Our one job is to follow him. Let's make sure we do it. I'm sorry it's late. And if that seemed a bit hurried or disjoint, I apologize for that as well. But I'll set an alarm to remind me next Wednesday to not forget. And hopefully share something with you that does have some relevance to your spiritual life. Something that does have some significance for you to help you along the way. Travel one more mile. I hope you have a good rest of this week. If you don't have a church home, hey, listen, join us Sunday morning, Good Springs. We're not hard to find. 3 miles outside of Etowah. Go to 8th Street on 411, turn. You can only turn one way. Follow it till you get to Good Springs. Not hard. We start at 10:30. We've got room. If we don't have room, we'll knock out a window. Make room. See you then. God bless you.